I have a question for you.
I may have an answer for you.
Ooh, what was the first game you remember playing that like really was like you were like, this is my shit? Like when you were a kid though. Like we
Um,
already know sports. Like
Probably. I mean, well, I watched one of our uncles, our only uncle at the time. uh, he was probably the first person I watched play video games.
yeah,
He had an Atari,
okay.
oddly enough,
Oh damn.
and then I never got to play it though.
Okay.
I couldn't touch it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of those things. This is mine. You get to watch, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was him or mom. Somebody had a Nintendo, so
Okay.
of course Mario
Was the first thing
was
you've
the
ever
first
touched?
game, and that's the first game I actually ever got to play as a. I had to have been like 7 or something.
Oh really?
Yeah, and
Damn.
that was the coolest
Thing like you're
thing
like,
I've ever
damn.
seen. I mean, of course, like you watch cartoons, but I don't even think video games was even like a commercial
Yeah.
thing yet.
Yeah. Yeah, for
So
sure.
to play Mario on that system,
Yeah.
and actually like get to play, even though I probably wasn't good by any
Yeah,
means,
yeah.
it made me like I need more of that.
Yeah.
How can I be able to play without almost feeling like I'm being a nag? Um, but Mario, of course, Mario's a classic, right?
Yeah.
That was the first game I ever
Like
got to play.
so like what about PlayStation? Like when you seen those graphics, were you like, damn, these are crazy?
Well, yeah, because the PlayStation, because again, I did have the Sega, if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
remember,
yeah.
and I only had a few games on the
Yeah.
Sega, and that was like the greatest thing.
Yeah. Well then Janie got the Super NES, so we had both consoles
Yeah,
at the time.
but then the PlayStation, I remember. So,
Well, you got it for Christmas, right?
well, that wasn't my first encounter though. So
Okay.
remember that church group I used to
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
like I
yeah,
said
yeah.
with Mike.
Yes.
So again, because they used to do a lot of stuff for the kids, and one of like the youth leaders or something, his name was Wayne, super
Right,
cool
right,
guy.
right.
He would do stuff for us at his house, like
Okay.
little parties and things like that.
Yeah.
He had a PlayStation,
Okay.
and I remember him like, "You want to play like one of the games?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And then that was the first time I ever seen the CD
Yeah.
disc,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Yeah, you guys can play. I'll be right back." He like ran upstairs, and I didn't even know how to put the disc in. Like I just put it in there and turned it on, like hit the power button,
Yeah.
and then it was like not turning
Because you
working.
put it on the wrong way.
Well, not even that. Like you used to have to like push it down,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
like because I never knew,
Yeah.
and I remember like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was like I felt like that was like almost my first encounter with like up to date technology from
Yeah,
a
yeah.
system.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I remember getting one for like Christmas, and it was the greatest thing, man. PlayStation 1 was a game changer.
It really was.
It was. It
It
was
ch-
cool.
it changed a lot.
Yeah.
It changed a lot of. I feel like because that was like the first time, like there was mature games too. Like we
Yeah.
talked about before, Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
That was not a kid game. That was like for teenagers and adults.
Correct.
That wasn't one of those games that was like, it felt mature. It felt the voice acting. And then we talked about Final Fantasy.
Right.
It felt mature. It didn't feel like it was a kid game. Like it felt like they made that movie almost like a movie. Like they made that like for you to feel like something.
Yeah, it
But
was definitely different because you got to think about, right? Like so Nintendo, Mario was the brand, and that was
yes,
like the biggest game probably for
right,
that console. And then
right,
Sega, Sonic was the brand,
right,
and Sonic was the brand of Sega.
right.
Sony comes out and it steps it up from like almost, well, it takes it from like out of a cartoon aspect
Yeah.
more into that sense of reality
Yes,
aspect, right?
yes.
Truly amazing.
Yeah.
It was a good time to be a kid.
It was a good time to be a
I
kid.
missed that. So great question.
Mm. Well,
Here we are. I caught him first. Half Brothers Experience, episode 7, with my brother
Rico Classic or Classic Rico, whatever. And my brother,
Xavier, Ekis, X, Kiko, or Big Bro.
a big bro. So I guess I'll let you go first, since
Ooh.
I technically already went first. That was one of my questions. But I guess we should finish up that though. Yeah,
Yeah.
PlayStation's not just PlayStation. It's just like funny thinking about the graphics now. You're like, God, that looked horrible. But back then you were like, damn, this is like state of the art.
Well, I mean, think about this too. Like, we were playing those consoles on a tube TV,
Yeah, I know.
and we thought it was the most amazing
Yes.
thing.
And then we always had the big TV upstairs because it was
Yeah.
too big to get from downstairs.
Yeah, that boy was a
Dude, that thing
heavy
was
thing.
massive.
That's old school right there.
Yes. I'm sure now that we're adults, it's probably not as heavy.
Yeah.
But as a kid, you're like, This is staying here for
I
sure."
remember when
We never moved that.
no, that's what I'm saying. When mom would be in those moments where she wanted to rearrange the living room, I'm like,
Yes.
I do not want to move this TV.
No.
This sucker is heavy
No.
as
That
shit.
bitch was big.
And then it got gifted to me, and then remember
Yes.
taking it upstairs,
Yes,
and I'm
yes.
like, I'm not moving this
Yeah,
TV at
never,
all.
never moved literally from where it was, which is crazy.
And that boy lasted
I don't think
forever.
did it even die or
No, so I actually kept that all the way up until I moved out of the house, and I took it with me, and then I still had it up until Helen and I, before we got our first apartment together.
Mhm.
It was in her dad's
really?
garage. Yeah, like I had
Damn.
that TV, and it
That thing
still
was-
worked, bro. It was
Dude,
ancient,
that
but
thing-
it worked.
I don't even like. I remember us having it, but do you remember how we got that? Because I don't.
Mom bought it. I think she got it from like Dan Tools or something when Dan Tools first came out.
Yeah,
And yeah, it was really nice, but yeah,
it
that
was.
boy was
Like
heavy.
we never, and I think that was the only time. Well, now it's different, right?
Sure.
But it was the only time we ever had a big TV like that. We never had another
No.
TV ever like that again.
We had like the little small ones,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Like
that
the-
was like our
the
that
30
was like our
inch.
big screen, even
or
though
the
it was
25, 26, yeah.
it
Yeah, the
wasn't
screen
big.
wasn't huge, but for us, it was like fucking massive.
Yeah.
Like, now, like compared to today's like technology, not even like can't even consider it the same thing.
Right, right.
So, but yeah, damn, memory lane. for sure.
Memories. Speaking of that, we got to pause for a second, and I do want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out
Shout
there.
out to all the mommies.
Shout out to the parents too. Seriously,
Eh.
I got love for them all.
Yes.
And shout out to mom.
Mom, shout outs to mom.
Missing her a lot.
Yes.
A lot lately. And we got a visit from our sister before the episode,
Yes.
and she looks so much like mom. It's touching because I'm like just seeing mom and her, but she's still her own person, our
She
sister,
is.
and I
She
love her
is.
so much. But yeah, as you guys can see, we got some photos up. Gotta kind of celebrate mom, and yeah, just want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the women out there.
Happy Mother's Day. 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 Okay. So yeah.
Get this guy a contract. Sign him up. With that, man, tell me a memory of mom that you love, or if there's something that makes you think about her often.
We can. Okay. You know what makes me think about her, and I just seen him today because he's getting in shape to do the next Mommy movie. Brendan Fraser. Mom was we've talked about this
She
a
loved
million
Brendan.
times. She loved Brandon Fraser. She loved Keanu Reeves.
Yep.
Anytime that I see any of these guys,
It just gets you.
it gets me because
Yeah.
that was her, like those were her guys, like,
Yeah.
I think remember mom most for loving movies and like being such a like TV person and just like just those memories alone. I'm like, damn, like I'll never forget that,
Yeah.
like I'll never forget those things because mom was such a person of when she liked somebody, she liked them to the point she's like us. I guess we're like her.
Correct.
When we like somebody, we watch everything they do. We go see we go to the movies. We'll rent the whatever it is. Back then it was renting videos, so she
Yeah.
would rent the videos. When she liked something, like she was down for the cause. Like, and we're a lot like her in that sense. Because like if we like something, we're like, we got to see this, we got to do this, we got to do that. That's how mom was. I think that goes underrated for mom too.
Yeah. I think now that we're older, we see a lot of us,
100%.
that she did that we're like, oh man, this is something mom did, or I'm a lot like her more than I thought, especially now that I've gotten older and I could see a lot of the resemblance and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the things that we really get into.
100%,
So
100%.
from the music to the movies to the actors,
Yes.
and no, I get that. I feel the same
I
way.
think those are some of the greatest memories. I think, mom was tougher, especially before she got sick. She was but she was also very loving and nurturing towards us. Like, and I don't think we really talk about that enough, but she really did love us, and sometimes she's a party girl. Let's be real here.
I mean, it's
But
no secret. I mean,
yeah,
even though I
but
think she thought it was a secret
yeah,
sometimes, I'm like, it's no secret
yeah.
that you had your fun.
But she did love us, and I feel like when she loved us a lot, and she did a lot. Not, I'll say this for us not having a lot growing up. 9 times out of 10, when we wanted something and we really wanted something, as you've said, the things you really wanted, you got.
Yeah.
Same thing. When I ever really wanted something, I feel like she's always come through. And I
Yeah.
mean, it's like she made it. She makes things happen. She made things happen, and I feel like we got that from her because we're the same. It's like even if it feels like it could be an obstacle, we figure it out. We figure it out, especially when it comes to the kids.
I
You know?
think she when you're a parent and you're a mother,
Yeah.
you make it work. You
Yeah.
figure it out,
Yeah.
right? Even if
Yeah.
you don't have the resources or you have no idea,
Yeah.
you figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I can say with her. Granted, we had our ups and downs. We didn't
Yeah.
always have a lot of good stuff
No, absolutely.
but you're right. In those moments where she knew she needed to figure it out, she
Yeah.
did. And I
Yeah.
think that speaks value to anybody as a parent because you got to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have people to help you financially or even just emotionally supporting you. So shout out to mom for
Shout
making
outs to mom.
some big things happen, especially in those moments when you're right where it just you'll never forget some of the things in.
For real. Like for instance, you got PlayStation.
Yeah.
I got PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
I got PlayStation 3 because all of you guys.
Yeah.
But like I got PlayStation 4. Her and Shauna went like I put like 300. They put the rest. So like I think about that stuff because I'm like, damn, how grateful and how lucky.
I remember when we got you to 3.
I
You were
dude,
so
I didn't
shocked
I didn't even
and
yeah,
surprised.
because it was like $600. It wasn't like it was like cheap because remember those ones were not cheap at all. Those were like
Listen.
on the higher end.
That was probably one of the best. Like your whole face, the
Yeah.
fact that
Yeah.
you were just so shocked that
Yeah.
we got you that.
Yes.
That's a
No, that was a
great moment.
great one. That
That's
was
a
a great
great
one.
memory, and you were
Yes.
so happy and grateful. You
Dude,
were just like
that was
so
such a
shocked. I was like, "We love you, bro. All of us.
yeah.
We all went in
That
on
was a
that for
good
you."
moment. That was a good Christmas moment for
Yeah,
sure.
we really were happy
Like,
for that.
damn, like yeah. I remember I think I ended up getting I think Nick got me Assassin's Creed.
I think so.
Yeah. And then I think we got boxing on it too.
And you were like, "You got me the big one, the most
yeah.
memory at the time." And
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that was an awesome
Which is
moment.
crazy because it was 80 gigs. Like there was a 60 and the 80. Well, that's why I was like, damn, like that's $600 because the other one, the 60 gig was only it was 500.
Yeah,
Still fucking expensive, but $600, like that's crazy. Like
yeah.
I didn't see that coming, I'll be honest.
That was an awesome
I
memory,
did
man.
not see that
I
coming.
remember that, and I think your whole just the fact that you lit up like a kid,
Hell yeah.
as a grown adult,
Hell yeah.
that was special.
I was, I think like 19, right? 19.
You were just like
Yeah.
joyful.
Yes. No, I'll never forget that one. That was awesome. I remember I ended up getting because that was literally when HD TVs were like, becoming a thing. I
Yeah.
still didn't have one. So I bought my first HD TV when which was the Sanyo, which still works, which Isaac and Karina now have. And Pops had it too,
Okay.
Sebastian. I got it with like my first income tax check. I think I spent like $700 on it. 26 inches. 26 inches.
And it was the greatest thing.
I was like, I can't go back to square TVs. I just remember like thinking like PlayStation 3 looks so good on this thing. I can never go back to a square
Yeah.
TV in my life.
The little things sometimes just enhance it.
I know.
Right?
I know what's funny is mom got at that to that point where she didn't understand the difference. She was like, it looks the same.
Right.
I'm like, you think that because you don't have it.
Yeah, yeah.
When you have it, you realize there's a big difference
Right.
in the standard. And I even remember when I got it, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to watch TV. But everything was still square. They
Right.
didn't move to HD yet. That's how early I was to getting an HD TV. And I just remember thinking like, I can't wait until like this shit's like all spread out. Like that's gonna be the craziest thing ever. And now it's like their standard. Now it is the standard to have the widescreen.
You got to have it.
Yes.
So I got another question for you.
Yes.
and I really need you to answer this,
Okay.
like from your heart.
Huh?
Why does she love me more than you?
Oh, come on. You know what though? I
I'm
will say
kidding.
this. I
I'm
will say
kidding.
this. Funny enough, I know this was your doing because I'll never forget this Christmas. I know this is not a holiday special, but we're gonna talk.
It's Mother's Day. We're
Dude,
talking about our mom.
this is right. Remember that one year I got that boxing game? It was like, it was a boxing game, but it was like there was like random ass like, and it was a fun game. Don't get me
Do
wrong.
you know what the name of it was?
I don't remember, but like
Hmm.
it had like kangaroo like fucking like it was like, I feel like it was like some rant like it wasn't even like licensed boxers. It was just like a boxing game. And
I don't.
you don't
Honestly,
remember
it
this?
doesn't ring a bell.
But I remember like you're gonna love this, and I was like, I don't, what I was like when I
Maybe she
opened
told
it.
me about it or something. I was just running with it. I don't know.
When I opened it, I was like, what the fuck is? I literally was like, I don't even know this game.
Yeah,
You
I
were
don't
like,
know.
you're gonna love this one. You were like so serious.
Maybe
I was
I
like,
was
were
just-
you there?
Maybe I was just trying to hype it up. I don't know. I don't.
It was just we played it. We played it. Like we played this boxing. Because I'll say this, it was a fun game. It wasn't like it was like not fun, but it was really fun. But I just two things I remember about that Christmas. And another thing, I don't know why I got. I still have this too, by the way. That second thing I still have. I got that boxing game for PlayStation
Mm.
and Millennium.
The Backstreet Boys.
No, Millennium.
Oh, I just said Millennial. I'm like,
It's here and I like it.
oh, I was like, he's got the
dun.
Backstreet Boys.
No,
album?
no,
Millennium?
not the Millennium. Millennium.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
confused. I'm like, I didn't know that you were a
Yes.
Backstreet fan.
Well, I do like the Backstreet Boys, but not as a kid.
Everybody, yeah.
Rock your
Enough.
body.
We might get.
Yeah. Sorry. But yes. No, but yeah. Yeah, I got the Millennium CD with that Christmas, and I was like, I don't know. I like Will Smith, but I didn't think about having his CD
Mm.
in my collection.
Getting
Yeah,
jiggy with it.
getting
Nah,
j-
nah, nah,
It
nah,
didn't have
nah,
Getting
nah.
Jiggy with it on
Wild
it.
Wild West.
Wild Wild West.
Yeah, we could Wild Wild West.
Millennium.
Mm-hmm.
I like to freak this. I like to freak this. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
And you want
surprised
me
you
to
even
freak
listen to
this?
Will
Yeah,
Smith.
yeah. Me too. That's why I'm saying this because it was a gift I did not know why I got it. Like I was just like,
It's almost like it was a
him.
stocking stuffer, and they just gave it to you
Yes.
on accident.
I was like, what? Like, I was like, I guess I'll listen to this album, but
Hey,
It
good
was-
for you.
yeah,
Good for
it
you.
was, and I still own it. I still own it to this day. I have to this day, I have every CD that I've gotten as a kid.
You should have put that
and
on
stuff.
eBay after he slapped my boy.
Your boy Chris.
Damn.
What a slap.
I used to be a big Will Smith fan up until that point, and he lost stock with me.
That's fair. Okay, I got a Taco Bell days. How'd you get that job?
Oh, I didn't want it.
Well, nobody ever wants a job.
It was my first job, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Like-
it's funny because
Like,
they say,
how'd you come about it?
well, if you remember, we had friends and neighbors on our block.
Okay,
So Dorothy and Trish both worked at Taco Bell.
at that Taco Bell.
Yeah, they worked
I
there
did
first.
not know that.
And then I think Vanessa worked there at one moment too with them.
Mm-hmm.
Marcos also.
Worked at that one.
So we all basically worked there. So I basically kind of just followed suit.
Piggybacked off that.
Because I was now getting 16. So mom's
Yeah.
like, hey,
yeah.
time to start kind of learning responsibility
Yeah,
and
yeah.
earning some money for yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's kind of how that happened. And it's funny because that was my first job. I was 16 years old.
Mhm.
Trenton and Eureka.
Yep.
That location is still there to
Shout
this
out-
day.
It is. It is. It's
And this
thriving.
was back in like 1997,
Yeah,
1998.
I think it's already got 2 remakes or
And-
two reconstructions.
Yeah, they just redid it,
Yeah.
renovated or something within the last few years.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was my first job. And they always
Mm.
say like your first job, you should probably or statistically, you either quit or get fired.
Right, right,
and
right.
that was my first job, and it lasted for like 4 years.
I remember.
Um,
I was actually shocked when you didn't work there no more. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was a cool time, man.
Yeah.
It took me out of my comfort zone because I had never really outskirt like
Yeah.
that. downriver, especially being in a neighborhood. We didn't go outside of the neighborhood
Right.
back in those days. So like meeting new people, even though I was still working with some of the neighborhood friends, but they all kind of eventually went their own way.
Right.
So I was kind of there by myself, working with people that I would basically like become somewhat friends with.
Right.
I met Sean, if you
Yep.
remember,
Yep.
Terry,
Yep.
um,
Bruce.
Eth- Bruce,
Yep.
and his brother Chris, and others, and yeah, it became cool. And then that's kind of how the beginning of my downriver,
Right. How you start spreading your
yeah,
wings up
my
there.
wings a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because I mean, up until that point, you dressed like more like you were from the
From
urban city, and then once you would start going out there, you start wearing like khakis.
yeah,
and
khakis and polos.
yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that so well.
and it's kind of funny too because
You even put the blonde in your hair when you moved.
I did the tips.
You
Yeah,
did
I think
the
I was like
tips.
18 or
Yes.
something.
Who did that for you, Janie? Or did who?
I think I was actually already. I had moved out
Okay.
and I was living in the townhouse with
Okay.
Sean.
Yeah.
And I think either he did it or I did it or his girlfriend had did it.
Okay.
But it's funny because I do think back and it kind of circles like it reminds me a little bit when you have like a husband and wife and maybe they separate and then they have different houses and they live in different cities and then the kids have their mom weekend, dad weekends, and you almost have two different lives
Yeah.
and you act two different ways.
Yeah.
I felt like I went through that
Yeah,
phase
yeah.
where when I was hanging out with my downriver
You
friends,
guys, what's up, guys?
I'm like I'm
Hey, yo, what up?
I'm dressing to like that, and then when I'm back in home,
Yeah, it's different.
now I'm different.
Yeah.
I'm with the homies again,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, and you don't think about it in those times, but when
Well,
looking
yeah,
back,
because you're exposed to two different.
yeah, you're kind of just going with
You're what the kids call code switching at that point.
yeah, you know, and then it almost comes to a little bit where, especially like in my day, maybe not so much in your day,
Okay.
where growing up in the neighborhood, it was very gang influence, right? Like
Yeah.
you really had to be careful with
Correct.
colors
Well, no,
you
it was
wore.
like that with I mean, a lot of my friends were like,
Yeah.
especially in middle school, they were all going in the gangs, and
Yeah,
I just didn't care.
you
about
couldn't
that
wear your
stuff.
hat a certain way
Yeah,
or
yeah,
certain
yeah.
colors, and
Yeah.
you really had to be cautious on what you were doing because you could be associated or you could just come across someone and they would check you in a sense like
Right.
why are you wearing that, are you representing this? So
Right.
to kind of be downriver and that wasn't a thing
Yeah.
and you can kind of just be a little bit more free with
Yeah,
your
you can be
attire.
yourself, like
Yeah,
your
you
entire
know,
self. It
it
wasn't
was
like, yeah,
nice to kind of just get a little bit of a change. But no, that's how that came about though. It was because of the neighborhood friends that
Yeah.
they were working in.
that's
It
cool.
was to that point in my life where it was time for me to get a job and start learning how to kind of take some responsibility.
Respect.
Yeah, man.
Respect that.
Shout out to Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Ooh, I still get Taco Bell.
I
sometimes.
wouldn't.
I know you would. You work there. I never had that experience.
Oh
Still
man.
get the shout outs to the bean burritos. Oh, you know what though? Their French fries are really good though. Like one day, I know you won't have a taste because you've had too much.
Okay, so
4 years are too strong for you. I know,
the fact that Taco Bell has French fries
man. That shit goes hard.
blows my
I
mind.
don't want to lie to you. They got the Mexican pizzas. I know. I know. you're
No
like,
comment.
Fuck off.
No comment.
All right. That's fair.
But no, man, wait, that's some nostalgic right there.
Yeah.
Okay, appreciate that.
Of course, man.
I got a question for you.
Another one?
I got a few
Good.
today.
Okay.
And I know I like to just kind of get a little bit more insight, and
Okay.
I'm learning about you, especially again with that age gap. You know,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was periods where I'm out in the world doing whatever,
Yeah.
and then you were figuring out who you wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I know you the lady pool. You've been in the sea a little bit. You've
Yeah.
been
I've been dipping my toes in since I was
yeah.
like
He's
16
been you
now.
know little
Yeah.
splash here, little splash there.
16, I put the foot in. 17, I put the other foot in. By 18, I was swimming down the fucking
I
stream.
mean, you
know?
drowned a few times,
Yeah,
but you
see,
came
that's
back
the
to
best
life.
way. It's the best way you gotta live, man.
When it comes to that, man, has there been just kind of not the greatest experience for you? Like you just had like a date that just did not go how you planned.
Date, relationship, yeah, they go together hand in
Okay.
hand.
Like was it the same person or you had like kind of different people where you thought this was gonna go really well and the date just did not go as all
Well, we talked about one situation, which was a friend of your ex's.
Oh yeah.
But there's another. Yeah, I mean,
But was it actually a date? I know you said you hung out, but like, did you
Like we
actually
went
go
to a
to?
party,
Oh,
we hung
well,
out.
that was
Yeah,
hanging
oh,
out.
yeah.
Okay, would you
But
consider that? I'm talking
well, she came back to the house
a
after
little
and
bit
like
more intimate. Like, you actually
for
went
the
to a
next day.
movie and
Yeah.
dinner, stuff like that.
Okay, so yeah, so I went on a date with somebody I dated for a long time.
All right.
Well, like for a year, 2 years. You know who they are. If I gave you too much information. But we went on a date and like okay, and again, I'll pay. I don't care about that. It's my common denominator is don't ask me to pay because that's weird. Like expect me to pay. Like don't right off rip be like, "Hey, you're paying, right?" Cuz I think that's like, rude as hell one.
Yeah, that happened.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, and I was just like, "Okay, like, you know." So we ate. She was okay, but it was just like the way like I don't know. She 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 always came off as like kind of even like she was being rude to the staff and I'm like, I don't fucking want to do this no more. So I left her with the bill and left her and I drove.
So, like, did you know her, or
Oh yeah.
you kind of just met her maybe
Well,
online or
no, no,
something?
no. Like I met her at a bar,
Okay.
but she's uh knows people we know.
Okay.
And I was just like, I don't want to date you. But then somehow we still end up going. The next time I seen her is when I went and seen you DJ at uh what was that one place off of 4th Street?
Charlie's Bar
Charlie's
and Wyandotte.
and Wyandotte.
Okay.
And even then, like she was with her friend, she because and I want to talk about this, but not this week.
All right.
But because I love taking you down memory lane.
All right.
But you were there at night.
At Charlie's Bar?
Yep. You and DJ Knight were either he was coming to see you,
Probably.
but he was dating at the time the girl that I was like talking to, but I left behind.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. This is okay. Yeah, we'll definitely have to circle back on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
So, but with that being said, yeah, that was probably like one of the most awkward experiences because, like I said, it was the asking like pretty much once we got there if I was paying, and the way she asked was just like very like it just like came off
Like demanding,
almost like you're paying, right? And I'm
Mm.
like, sure, but like I don't want to now. Like now I really don't want to. And yeah, it was.
Do you
Just,
still
it's
like
fucking
see her,
strange.
or like,
Do I still see
or
her
like
now?
like on social media or stuff like that?
No, not really.
Okay,
I seen her a couple years ago, but I don't really try to,
gotcha. So
like
you guys don't like frequent the same circles or
no.
stuff like that?
But we did date
Mm.
afterwards. But
Wait, so you had the most horrible date, but then you
and
still
I still
dated
dated
her?
her. Well, oh my gosh, like it was. I don't know, man. She just was one of those people that. The thing is, she was very consistent.
She pursued you?
She pursued me. She was very consistent, even after like so many times of trying to break up with her. She just would not leave me the fuck alone.
Stage 5 clinger, bro.
It drove me up the wall. If you ever see this, I'm sorry, but it was just one of those things where I was just like, man, this is. I just like could not get away from her. Go to the same bars I would go to like she just knew my spots anyway, so it was impossible to get away from her.
You had a fatal attraction,
I
my
had
guy.
a fatal attraction. So
Well, shout out to her.
like I can give you one instance since we're on the subject. I want to know yours next, by the way.
What?
What was your worst date?
You can't ask me questions like
Yes, I can. We're on the air.
that. Finish.
But one time, me, my friends were at a party. I don't know if you know this, but I used to party up. We would stay out until like 7, 8 in the morning. So one day I was like, all right, nobody's going to be home, like, back at the apartment.
Yeah.
So I was just like, Sebastian would go to work, whatever. And mom wasn't there. Can't tell you why. She just wasn't there. She might have been in the hospital. Who knows? But I was like, got home and I was like with my friends. Then next thing I know, I'm like, that's her car. I know her car. So I'm like, I call her and I'm like, hey, are you like at my house? She's like, no, why would I be at your house? I'm in bed. I'm like, are you sure? As I'm walking up to the car, she's like this. I was like,
Oh
are you
God,
like,
man.
how are you, you can't be serious right now. And she's just like, oh, I'm just like, can I come in? I was like, I guess, but I don't really want you to at this point. And I just could not believe that a person was like that. Like that. And okay, and I've had two people like that in my life. I don't want to lie. One of them crashed in front of Auto Drive trying to look at into my house. But yes, it was a whole different person, sadly.
Wow.
But at the same time, I was just like, I just was like, this is crazy. Like, this is crazy. And trust me, I'm telling you, at that point, I literally told her when we were in my house, you know how you go, no, it's not you, it's me. I was like, no, it's you. Like, you're the problem here. Like, I didn't even play the like, it's not me. I was like, it's you. Leave me alone.
So I blame you.
Well,
I blame you.
I was young.
I still blame you.
I was young.
The fact that you knew from the jump that this was a bad date, and then you still end up dating that person.
Oh, trust me, that I have stories on top of stories.
I don't feel bad.
You don't have to.
Thank you.
I don't feel bad either.
Thank you for sharing this with the world.
Your turn. Do you have any bad dates?
I don't know if I would say I've had a bad date.
Or have you ever dated anybody that was just like, you're like, leave me the fuck alone? Because we all have. Like, it doesn't even have to be something serious.
No,
like,
I mean, like, I think like, sometimes. Whoa. Well, I think I've had some women or young ladies, because again, when you're young, like teens, early 20s, whatever, I feel like I had people interested in me who I wasn't interested in them.
Okay.
Like, and it was just like either I didn't see something that I found that attracted me, or maybe it's not always about looks, you know. Sometimes, you know, it really is about personality and you know how they are.
Absolutely.
But I feel like I had more of that where girls were trying to get my attention, but I like they weren't on my radar.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like rude about it, but it almost maybe comes off that probably like I felt like I was too good for them.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's not even about that. Like,
yeah.
I like what I like.
Yeah.
And then even thinking back or circling back, or I have those moments and I see sometimes someone that I like had interest in, or like we talked briefly or maybe dated shortly, and I'm like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm like, my taste has evolved over the years.
Well, yeah, of course.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, oh God, like
no, I've been
I used
there.
to talk to her.
Yeah, I've been there where I'm just like, I could have done better or different.
But then I'm like, could I have? I don't know. You know, like you kind of just question yourself a little bit. But a bad date, I don't honestly think I had a bad or a worse date. I do remember awkward a little bit, but it was okay. I went on a date to the movies.
Okay.
And the mom and the sister also went, but they sat like rows behind us.
Like, I'm sure this was like before you could pick your seats.
it was like it was weird. And I actually remember the movie.
What movie was it?
It was Made in Manhattan with J-Lo.
Why? Bro,
it's a girl.
How old were you? Like,
I was like,
you had to be like 19.
19, yeah, like 19, bro. And I remember, and again, it wasn't like.
I was gonna say because I was thinking like that's like 2002, 2001.
It's a true story, but yeah, and it was not like. It was just I was like I'd never been on a date technically, and the mom, not only the mom, but also the younger sister. But it was cool. But that's kind of the maybe weirdest one. But I remember that movie it was like, it was J-Lo.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so ridiculous. Because that's Matthew McConaughey and J-Lo, isn't it?
No, you're thinking on Wedding Planner.
Wedding Planner.
Yeah, this was
that's right.
Who was my man who played
Jim Caviezel.
No, it's not Jim Caviezel.
He was in a movie with her. I'm trying to think though. He was in that cop movie.
Only thing I can remember him from, and he's actually he was in like Schindler's List. He was
Liam
also
Neeson?
No, it's not Liam Neeson. I think he was also in what's the one with Zeus and Sam. He plays Zeus, the son, Perseus.
Oh, is it Ralph Fiennes?
He was Hades, I believe.
So Ralph Fiennes.
I believe.
I
so.
just looked it up.
Yeah, I think that's him.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's just so random.
I know.
So let's put it this way. I didn't even know you went to the movies to go see that movie, especially.
If I wasn't on a date with a girl, I definitely wouldn't have went to the movies to see that.
I would agree.
But you do what you do
Jesus.
because, again, you're like, I like this girl. I'm interested in her. That's sure. We're going to the movies, and your mom and your sister's coming.
Wait, so how? I have so many questions.
Well, we can't spend too much time on it because we got other things to ask.
I know, but what? Did you drive her or did you meet her there?
I actually got picked up.
That's even crazier. That's even crazier because you had a car. You had a car already.
I know.
That's why I'm like, wait a minute. What is going
bro.
on?
I've had a car ever since I was 16 years old. I know.
That's why I was like, what is going? That's why I'm like, that's
no.
where. What theater did you guys go to? Okay,
Here, you about to laugh again? It was the Dollar Show, bro.
Even worse.
The Allen Park Dollar Show, bro.
Let me.
Don't judge me.
I know.
Don't judge me.
I'm gonna ask one more question.
boy,
I just
okay.
got one more. How would you meet this person?
You actually know the person.
I'll ask off camera.
All right, cool.
Jesus Christ. It's making me sweat.
It did get hot in here all of a sudden. It did get hot in here all of a sudden.
I just don't understand what's going on right now.
Oh my god,
well,
bro.
speaking of movies.
All right.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah, you went to see it.
I seen it.
Without me.
Without you. I took your nephew. Both nephews.
Because that makes it better.
Tristan and
how did I like it?
Yeah, they loved it. I liked it too. I think you will like it.
It was good?
It was fucking fantastic.
Nice.
They even used at the end of the movie, they used the original theme song. We were talking about this.
Nice.
That went into the movie, and they redid it for that movie.
How like hyped did it get?
It gets hyped.
Yeah.
It gets hyped. And instead of putting the names at like the middle or the beginning, they do it at the end, and then they put all the names there in the new one.
Nice.
It's so good. The movie itself funny. The guy who plays Johnny Cage.
Yep.
Keith Urban.
Yeah.
Not Keith.
No.
Keith. I'm trying to think of his last name. He was in a few things though.
I know who it is. I know who it is.
He's the guy from The Boys.
Yep.
Dude, if I had one complaint, it's that he has too deep of a voice, and Johnny Cage has like kind of more of a lighter voice.
Yeah.
But he was Johnny Cage, like from beginning to end.
You felt like he did him justice?
He did him justice.
All
the
right.
movie itself, man.
So is he like the lead in this?
He's not.
Because I feel like I saw some trailers and he's like the main focus in the trailers,
They
right?
give him such a prominent role.
Okay.
The only thing I would say, spoiler alert, this isn't deep, but Liu Kang does not, like, you seen the first one or no?
Yeah.
Okay. They don't really give Liu Kang the prominent role he deserves.
Right.
Because he's the main,
Right.
And they kind of like, and not to say he's not strong or powerful, they just don't, like, the focus isn't enough on him as a character. Because they're kind of like making this person. They're kind of like making the story about everybody.
Okay.
But it's not that he's not powerful. He's fucking beast in the movie. But the way they do it is, if you watch part 1, they're about to start the tournament. They have a 5-on-5. Well, they show like the 5-on-5, and the first fight shocks you because you're like, what? Like me and Tristan both gasped at the same time. We were like, no way, because they don't care. They just shock you.
Really?
Like they give you that because they give you the sense from the very beginning nobody's safe and nothing's off the tables. So when you watch it, you're like, no way. Like,
all right,
because they literally they do what they do like they do in the fucking the games, like, you know, and you're just like, whoa. But the visuals and the set pieces straight out of the games, bro. Straight out of the games.
Did you guys watch it in IMAX?
We didn't.
Oh, okay.
We didn't. We watched it. So there's a little theater in Wayne, called Wayne Phoenix.
Okay.
It's like kind of an old school theater, but the sound is really updated.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
the sound's updated. The seats, warm are what's called seats, recliners, but not just recliners. They also have like heat warmers.
Oh, nice.
So they're
almost like a VIP.
Yeah,
nice.
They're super nice. But like the theater itself is like a throwback theater. So it's like almost like Showtime back on, remember Michigan Ave in
Oh,
Dearborn?
Yeah, yeah.
like that kind of place, like where
Okay.
it's like real small. Like it still has the hallways where you go to all of what you call,
Sure.
but it's a beautiful theater. It's been well kept up. Um, but yeah, the theater itself, yeah, it's amazing. It's a beautiful theater. Like we like going there. We've gone there for, and on top of that, the matinees are $5.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, doesn't matter what day it is. It's always $5.
Nice.
Um, Popcorn's decent. Popcorn's pretty good. You know, all the good stuff. Uh, but with that being said, yeah, they did a lot of great. Like the fights felt like from the game. Like
Nice.
the way, like even like they set up the fights. It's like some even have like the like just like the side. So it's like literally when they pan the camera, it's
It's
like
like they're watching.
yes, it looks like the game. They fight in the pit, like from part one.
Yeah.
They fight in the pit. I
That's
was like
awesome.
Trish, I was telling Tristan, I was like, that pit's from part one.
That's awesome.
I was like, and like you see the spikes
The
coming up
spikes.
and
Yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah.
Yep. I was like, bro, that is straight up out of like the original.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that movie was really, really well done though.
All right.
I think you could just tell they put a lot of TLC into that. And I if I were to score it, I would give it like almost like 8.5 out of 10.
All right.
Like it was definitely up there. Definitely one of the best. I'll say this: the fight choreography is probably the best fight choreography I've seen in years. Like with like actual karate. Like I have not seen a film like that in a long time.
Well, I'm
So,
happy you went to see it
Yes.
without me, and I
sorry.
guess I'm gonna have to go see it by myself.
Ah!
And
I'll stay with you.
no. I don't want your pity. I don't want your pity.
It's not
company.
pity. I want to see it again.
You probably already saw it 3 times more.
I wish.
Just
It
like you. We won't talk about that. What you did to me. Exactly.
It's forbidden.
Yeah, we won't talk
It's
about
forbidden.
that this episode.
But I do want to go see other movies with you coming up in the future.
Yeah, I know. Don't
Um,
bail on me.
I won't. But see, here is the thing. What were you doing yesterday?
Yesterday,
Mhm.
what was yesterday?
Saturday.
It was Saturday. I didn't work.
You didn't.
No.
If I would have known, I assumed you worked
No.
because if I would have known that, I would be like, hey, you want to go to the movies with me and the boys?
I got up. I went to the gym.
Okay.
It's all a blur, honestly.
Yeah, it's all mushed up.
Yeah, I feel like this weekend had been kind of long. I just feel like I've just been running the
Yeah.
last couple days.
Yeah.
Getting ready, honestly. So my annual work convention is this coming week. So
Yeah.
I've just been getting all my things in order.
Where are you going?
It's at MGM.
Okay, so yeah, it's not too far.
It's a 2-day event. So
Ooh.
every year, right around this time, with my company, I look forward to it. It's a good time.
Yeah. I know you get dressed up. For
Yeah,
that
we
one.
do this big old gala
Yes,
kind of
yes,
thing, and
yes.
I got my attire, so I
Yeah.
just getting some last minute things to make
Okay.
sure.
Big dog.
You know,
over
I
here.
like to be the best dressed guy in the entire building. Here's my mindset when I go to my work convention.
Okay.
I dress like I either own the company, which
As
is
you
not
should.
true, not true.
As you should. Though.
But that's how I dress.
You're supposed to.
2, I dress also like I know I'm winning awards. Like I'm going to go clean house,
Oh.
which is not happening. But I like to make like I really
You've won awards though, right?
I have.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like our Oscars,
Yeah.
right? Just acknowledging all the hard work you've done. I won it once. I need to win it one more time for my own personal satisfaction.
Okay.
Because the year I won it, and I'm grateful for it, and I have this conversation. I don't want to say often, but with my colleagues, who
Yeah.
we talk about it.
Yeah.
The year that I won it was I got recognized virtually though, because it was the COVID year.
That's fair. Now
So-
you feel like you need to get it
Well,
like
with that, because like
person.
when you, it's like our Oscars. So when
Yeah.
you do it, you're doing it amongst your peers. You get to go
Yes.
on stage, accept your award, and then you're sitting up there with the other winners.
right.
When they did it virtually, I didn't get that experience.
Yeah.
So I had always told myself I need to get back up on that stage for that moment. Like I would love to just have that be the feather in my cap to have that experience. So in my mind, every year I do dress like they're gonna call me again.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but that's this coming week.
okay.
So I've just been really preparing and getting all my things in order for that.
Well, you gotta tell us the people, what are you wearing?
I can't.
Oh, you're gonna keep it a secret?
I definitely like to keep
You
my
son of a
outfit a
bitch.
secret, but I promise you that I'm going to be turning heads.
Ooh, I like that. Who's that? Oh, I know that guy.
Oh, there he
I know-
is.
There he is.
There's that guy.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, man.
That's exciting.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fair. See, then you were busy yesterday. See?
I mean, like I said, the days were just, I feel long, but not terrible. So
Yeah,
I got a question for you.
go ahead.
And the reason why I asked is because I was supposed to go on a trip here at
Okay.
the end of the month, and
Okay.
it kind of fell through.
Okay.
And I've traveled a lot these
Yeah.
past
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've been a lot of places.
8 years or so.
Yeah.
I've been out the country a lot, which I'd never experienced. I still have places I want to go. And have you feel like there's just a ultimate destination
yeah.
trip that you would love to go
Oh
to?
yeah, it's on the list of things. Japan.
Japan.
100%. Tokyo, to be more specific, biggest city in the fucking world. You
Yeah.
know, like
How long
it's-
have that has been something that you've been
I
wanting
was
to
like
do?
12 years old.
Oh, so this is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
good part
Yeah,
of
I
your
used-
life.
So I used to watch like a lot of like travel shows,
Hmm.
like on Japan only. Like everything else, I wouldn't even pay attention to. But like even back then, I was like, damn, this is crazy. Like the technology they have and just things in general. You know, like
Yeah.
just I think the way they live is just so interesting, and I would love to see it firsthand.
Yeah.
Seeing it like secondhand, and a lot of the greatest technologies come from there. Like we have everything we have today is because a lot of it's come from there.
Yeah.
So I just think it would be cool to see like where a lot of things come from and just experience somewhere different.
It's funny because our cousin Joe, who you know,
Oh yeah,
he went. That was one of his trips
Yeah,
that he
yeah, yeah.
had been wanting to do, and he did it. And I think he went by himself,
really,
and I think he was there for like 2 weeks, and
that makes sense.
he loved it. So
I'm sure.
if you were to get that, is that kind of the idea? Because I'm sure it's a
I'd
lengthy
go for, like,
trip,
a-
right?
Yeah. Because here's the thing, people don't realize. I would like to go outside. I'd like to go countryside of Japan too, but Tokyo is a big place. Tokyo is what New York thinks it is.
Mm.
Very clean. It's like the cleanest place in like the world. It's very clean, very high tech, a little too overpopulated if there's an issue. But there's just so much to do there. There's a million things to do. The city is literally, if I'm not mistaken, the city is like, I I think there's almost like 100 million people that live there or something. Like
Wow.
it's pretty high. I could be wrong on that number, but it's high enough to be like,
Yeah, don't quote him
yeah, don't quote me on that.
or don't throw him hate comments.
Yeah, well, you can do that. That's fine. But no, it's just it's one of those things where I'm just like I'm just so fascinated with the way they live and their culture, and like they're not economically in the best place. Now would be probably the time to go, to be honest. But they're
Pause. I'm glad you said that. So I got you something.
shut up.
It's a trip to Tokyo.
All right, hey, we can insert that. No, but what about you? Where's somewhere you really, really, really want to go? And like, what you've been to a lot of places.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to like the touristy spots, like for vacations, right? I've
Yeah.
been to Cancun, I've been to Jamaica, I've been to Aruba, I've been to
Aruba,
Puerto Rico.
Bahama,
Right.
come on, baby mama, or whatever the Beach Boys said.
One place I definitely want to go is Italy. It's somewhere
Italy.
I want to go to. Greece.
Where at in Italy would you want to go? Do you know?
I mean, you got to go basically check out,
Rome.
Rome, Sicily.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just that part of the world
Yeah.
I want to see, and I feel like there's just you know me, I love history, I love world history, so
Yeah.
I just want to kind of just
Would you want to go to the
Antarctica.
That's a crazy one to go.
Yeah.
Spain just built the biggest cathedral. Like it took them 100 years to build. Would you go there?
I would.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'll send you TikToks, but I I only laugh at one thing about this because they're like it took 100 years, but somebody took like a picture, but like there's a McDonald's right next to it, and so he's like, "Damn, that McDonald's took a long time."
Well, their McDonald's food is safer than ours to eat.
Oh
so.
well, everything's safer and everywhere. Around here. That's not fair.
But yeah, man, I'm especially at this stage of my life.
Yeah.
And again with us kind of being out talking about Mother's Day and mom, right? And I think
Yeah.
about her, she would be so like fascinated just with the travel I've done because she never
Mhm.
left the country. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
she
yeah.
never talked about that. Like that wasn't on her radar, right?
Right. Yeah, that
So-
was. I feel like yeah,
to see the world.
yeah, mom wasn't really. She liked to go places. I mean, when we would go places, but it wasn't like she was like, I want to leave the
Yeah,
country.
you didn't hear her talk about,
No.
oh, I want to go here, go there.
Yeah,
It
because
just
even
wasn't on
even
her
like
mind.
Mexico, she didn't really care to go to
Yeah,
Mexico.
no.
Like none of that stuff.
But if she were here today, she would be just so fascinated because I'm like, I've done it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So because of that, and she didn't have like that type of maybe just mindset, or we know she didn't have funds like that. Um, I feel like there's just things that I want to still see.
I can show you the world. I don't know the rest of those words.
Oh, is that he's singing to
It's a
me?
whole new world.
I mean, the
But
world
no,
is a big
it
place,
is a big
and
place.
there's so many different places that are
It's
beautiful and amazing, and I just would love to see some of it,
yeah.
or as much
Well,
of it
because
as I can.
especially because I feel like seeing other places in the world gives you frame of perspective of your world. You know, a lot of times I feel like when even when people I've talked to in the like last like as much as I love like America, and I think sometimes it's messed up here. Like hearing people talk that come from other countries, I'm like, all right, well maybe we don't have it as bad. And not just as bad, it's just different, you know. Um, but yeah, you're right. I think going to places, seeing things, really does change who you are, and kind of like makes you think differently a little bit, you know, because you're not exactly you're seeing things because like Italy and Greece, especially, their history is so much richer than ours.
Greece is somewhere
Yeah,
definitely got to go. But yeah, man, I would. That's why I asked, and because again, I've got to kind of experience some things, and everybody doesn't. Either
yeah,
one, they don't want to, or
yeah.
have no interest to, or
Mm-hmm.
three, they just maybe the finances isn't there for them, or or everyone has their own situation. So I've
Yeah.
been blessed and fortunate enough to have some experiences to see different places, and just kind of like even almost feel like I never would have thought, like I only thought to see these places in movies. So yeah, it's just something I wondered with you, because I'm sure maybe one day you'll be able to do
Yeah,
that.
no, I mean, it's something like I said, because right now it's actually pretty cheap to try. I don't know about now because gas prices. Before
Man, these
before the
gas
gas
prices,
prices,
I almost didn't want to come to the
the
pod today. I'm
crises,
kidding. I'm
the
kidding.
gas crises. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, it is definitely something, a possibility in the future. I mean, we'll see what
Well, maybe
happens.
we'll go together. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but with that said, I'm gonna steal your last one. What about podcasters? Where would we
That's
travel
just
to?
dirty,
Where would we
bro.
travel to, to go and hang out with some podcasters? Who are your favorite podcasters? Like that, you're like, all right, okay, two things. Who are your favorite people to like see clips from, and who are the people that you actually like to listen to? Because I know
Um,
they're separated.
well, I have, again, have grown a huge appreciation just for people who put themselves out there
Yeah.
with the podcast.
Yes. I
Um,
agree.
because again, this takes courage.
It does. It takes a lot.
You got to understand that you're going to take the good with the bad.
Absolutely.
Um, and people can have their opinions. And again, we said this from the beginning, like our show might not be for everybody, right?
Yeah.
But we feel like we do have things that people probably can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
We're not experts. We're not saying we know that these are actual facts. Like we're telling you what we think, right? Or
Absolutely.
our opinion. So,
Absolutely.
um, I do enjoy the Bad Friends podcast.
Yes.
I like,
And he likes Santino
I
and
do. I like
Bobby
Santino.
Lee.
I like
It's
Bobby Lee.
Bobby Mom.
Those guys are hilarious, and they're
Yeah.
comedians though, so they
Yes.
have great chemistry.
Absolutely.
It's fun to watch their pods.
Yeah.
I like Theo
Yeah.
Vaughn.
Yeah.
He is hilarious to
Yeah.
me. He gets good guests on there. I mean, obviously Joe
Yeah.
Rogan,
Yeah.
probably the biggest podcast out of all the podcasters.
Yeah. Of course.
Always got great guests. I also like the You Should Know podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's Peyton and
Yeah. And Cameron.
Cameron.
Yeah.
Those two guys, man,
Dude, they're funny.
they are
If you guys
funny.
ever see this, you're hilarious.
Those guys are funny.
That would be a good collab.
I think they have great chemistry.
Yes.
Obviously, they're friends. It seems genuine. I
Yes.
believe everything to be true with those guys.
Yeah.
And even learning, like they're both like
Dude,
6'6",
they're
or
giant.
I'm
They
like,
both play like basketball.
I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna stand next to those guys and look like, oh,
No,
little
me
fella.
too. Me even worse. So
um,
no, yeah, it's crazy how like yeah.
obviously, I, even though I think, and I hope I heard correctly, but
What's
I
that?
enjoy the Tate brothers,
The tape,
so
bro.
I enjoy Andrew.
He said not to be controversial.
But no, because I think I heard one time they were like they don't need new friends or something, and
Yeah.
then they don't like fat people or like guys out of shape or something. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm like, well, I'm trying to get in shape now. I mean, at the time, I wasn't in the best shape.
Oh, you're so
But no,
funny for
there's
that.
there's a lot of guys out there.
I like what Joey and hell is his name? They're friends. They're like from New Jersey. I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
They're Italian guys. I don't know if you might have seen them,
maybe.
but like they're funny as hell together. Like they're funny. Like some of the stuff that they talk about. I like Star Talk, which I told you already.
Yeah.
Star Talk's a big one for me. I like especially because he has different guests come on there. He actually works with the comedian. If you've seen the comedian, you would know who he was. Um, but he'll bring on people to do stuff, and sometimes I learn new things. Like I'll tell you one thing I learned that I didn't know: iron skillets. Cooking in them, you get iron out of it that you actually eat. Like I didn't know that.
Well, those things too, like you have to understand how to clean them and
Yeah,
keep them maintained,
yeah,
right?
but
Because
yes,
not everybody has one. Like that's
no,
very I don't want to say it's old school because it's been
yeah,
around
yeah, but but
forever.
but that's why we eat them. And that's
Yeah,
why you cook in iron skillets is because you literally are getting the iron out of it.
I like watching people when they make steaks and the iron skillets. I'm
Oh,
like, oh, and I'm like not a big steak guy,
yeah,
but I'm like that looks
that
really
medium rare.
good. That
So
looks
yeah,
really good.
they know how to make the juices come out. If you know what I
Another
mean.
guy who I like
What's that?
is Bradley Martin.
Bradley Martin.
Yeah, he's like
He's not
a
bad.
big
Yeah,
bodybuilder
I like
guy.
Bradley Martin.
He's
He's funny
yeah,
sometimes.
he's funny, but I think I I like kind of just how he is as a person, like how he just kind of how he views things. But yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of podcasters out there. Even not if they're not even like big or mainstream. There is I don't know who they are. I think they're Filipino guys.
Are
They
you
always
talking about the ones that they always like Marvel and
yeah
like
yeah those
yes,
guys.
yes, I know who
And
exactly.
they talk like a lot of
Yeah,
conspiracy
they
theories.
got
What I like about them, like they're very energetic.
yeah,
They're like, "Did you know?" And they're like, "No, I
yeah,
didn't know." And
yeah.
I like,
They got some good clips.
yeah, they got some good
They're
clips.
very good at clip
Yeah,
farming, as I
I
would
mean,
say.
I hope our clips get better as we go.
They
But
will, they will.
but no, like yeah, there's so many good guys, and even there's some ladies out there. Do I see some clips? I'm like, oh man, this is some good content. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, I think I got I just respect everybody
yeah.
who's doing podcasts
Yeah,
or even streaming. It it takes courage again,
yeah.
because
Oh, I also like that one guy,
who?
and that he always like has comedians go on there. He's got glasses, he's got a mustache. I always remember this one clip with him and Paul Rudd, where Paul Rudd's like, I have to show you it.
You have to show
It's
it.
just like really out there, and I think the clip is separate from the podcast, but they play it off like it's in the podcast. But it is fucking funny because Paul Rudd. It's fucking Paul Rudd. First of all,
Who doesn't love Paul
who
Rudd?
doesn't love Paul Rudd?
I would be very surprised if someone saw this clip and they're like they do not like Paul Rudd. I'd be like, that's so crazy
Yeah,
that someone.
we love Paul
How
Rudd.
can you not love Paul Rudd?
Paul Rudd, like we've been crazy enough. We've been watching Paul Rudd literally from the beginning of his career, like before Clueless, Halloween,
Oh
Clueless,
man,
like all these things. Like Paul Rudd's been around. Romeo and Juliet. Paul Rudd was
bro,
like
he
that.
man.
Hey, that cast goes crazy though.
If you think about it,
Yes,
bro, you got Leo, you got Claire, you got Paul, you got
Jamie Kennedy.
Jamie Kennedy, John Leguizamo,
Yes,
bro. Like,
dude. At that time especially, it was like the names of names, like people that were coming up and
so I gotta
yeah.
shout out my boy Mike Greenlee because he loved that movie,
Yes, he
Romeo and
did.
Juliet, and he was a big Claire Danes fan.
Yes, he loves Claire.
Yeah. And when I think about that,
You think of
and
Mike?
I'm like Mike. He loved that movie. Just certain things, especially like in that era when him and I were just like
Yeah.
tight. It just reminds me of him. I'm like, oh
Yes.
man, that reminds me of Mike.
Yes.
And we will get you on the pod soon, my
We'll
man.
get a few people on the
Yeah,
pod,
people
'cause
were asking.
I had
That's
somebody.
actually kind of cool, bro.
Yeah, I
People
had
are
somebody ask
asking.
just the other day. Was like, I want to be on the Pod Rico,
So I guess.
and I was like, give us time, give us time.
Well, I got all my topics, but we still got a little bit of time. Do you have one more? Because I
I
kind of
do.
want to. I want to run into something before we end
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I
So
do. Which I was gonna say, which we kind of touched this in the very beginning. We probably should touch it right afterwards.
okay.
What was your favorite Sega and Nintendo game? I really clearly know your favorite Nintendo game was Mario.
My favorite Sega game.
No, that's actually not true. Your favorite game was not Mario, and I know which one it is. And this can
You
be
actually probably don't know what it is.
no. We can, and we're not just talking NES or Super NES. We're talking 64. We're talking NES. We're talking all of them. What was your favorite Nintendo game? I should know, but if this isn't it, I call bullshit on you. But go ahead.
GoldenEye.
I already knew it because we had to play it anytime you came home. Like, not to say we didn't love it, but I bought that. I remember buying that game for like $80. It was expensive at the time.
GoldenEye was the greatest game
I know.
ever.
I know.
And GoldenEye made me watch the actual
Movie?
James Bond GoldenEye
I remember
with Pierce Brosnan, and
that movie was not that good.
loved it though.
Did you?
I did. And the movie's not great by any means, but it could come on right now, and I would still watch
I
it.
knew that was going to be the game. I already knew it. Like,
GoldenEye
I like
was
how you were
so
like,
classic.
you were like, you're not gonna know. No, I know.
Well, because you said on any. Because
Yeah.
I was thinking Nintendo, the original
Yeah,
Nintendo,
yeah.
and a lot of people probably would never think this, but Paperboy was
Paperboy
was my favorite game for Nintendo.
You know, there's a place in Detroit called Checkers Bar.
Yeah, it's
They-
right behind
yeah,
my building.
They have
at work.
Paperboy up there.
Do they really?
Yeah.
They just reopened recently because they had like a kitchen fire or something. Yeah.
One of my friends, she works there. So
Yeah.
I've been planning on going up there. We'll see. When,
It's literally right behind
I
my
know.
building.
Yeah,
so.
I know. So yeah, but what about Sega? What was your favorite? And again, sports games. I already know you're gonna be like outside of sports. What was like something that really drew you in that you were like, all right, I gotta fuck with this, like for real.
For Sega, I didn't really have a lot of favorite games for Sega, so I had only a couple games.
Yeah.
But it was a sports game. Unfortunately, I know you said you don't want a sports game, but it was one of the first like actual baseball games
Okay.
I really got to play.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is awesome because you
Yeah.
know, if you think about it, like when we had Nintendo, I didn't have any
Yeah.
sports games for it, like the baseballs or
Right.
it wasn't until like I
Did-
got into like Sega and then the first PlayStation where I started actually getting sports games.
Right. Well, question: did we own? I can't remember if you bought this or not. You would remember. Ken Griffey Jr.'s Home Run Derby. Did we own that?
So
Because I remember you played it a lot.
yeah, I used to rent it a lot.
Okay, there you go.
And then I eventually got my own copy of it.
Okay.
But that was for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I
And I was obsessed with that one
We've
for a
talked
long
about
time.
this already, but yeah, that one you were like going.
I was
crazy.
obsessed with that game.
You loved hitting
It was
home.
so
Like
good.
the Home Run Derby was actually a lot of fun in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
game.
yeah.
I even play games like that because I was too small still. But I did like playing that when you weren't around. I was like, I'm about to hit so many home runs.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite games for that system.
Yeah.
But Nintendo 64, GoldenEye for sure.
Yeah.
My favorite game. That
Dude,
game,
we had
that
a
game-
lot of fun with that game.
Bro, it used to get so intense. Don't look at my screen, but how can you
I
not?
know.
You know?
Well, and again, we played it on the big TV upstairs,
Yeah.
and it would be you, me, Nick,
Yeah.
Marcos, Carlos,
Yeah.
Mike. Sometimes,
Yeah.
like we would just like rotate controllers. and
Kevin Cecil.
Kevin
Yeah,
Cecil.
like,
Yes, and Nick had his own
Yeah.
64, so he would bring his controllers, and
oh man,
that was the
good
first.
times,
I
bro.
think because 64 was like the first console you could play
Four
four at
controllers.
one time.
Yeah, yeah.
And like that shit went crazy. for
And that's
sure.
what we would play the wrestling games.
Yes.
Like those were some intense game sessions in those
Oh,
days.
110%.
Yeah.
110%.
Good
for
times.
sure.
We'll definitely have to circle back on those days.
Yes.
As the eps go along.
Absolutely. But yes, that GoldenEye game though, you're not wrong.
Classic.
That game just the beginning. And
And then if you actually had the golden gun.
oh yeah, you're done. Well, that.
Cooked.
Do you remember when you could also put just one hits with everything chops? We'd go around chopping each other. Like God damn.
And it was like in a first person view, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Like, and it's funny because you just see.
Just a hand.
I know, but I also remember when like you especially, and then Nick sometimes but you guys would scope out and see people moving around, and then you'd be like, "I see you," and you're like, "Where the fuck?" I just remember like people like we would just be like freaking out, like, "Where
Like
are you?"
there would like just be certain spots where like if now in Call of Duty they call it camping.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
didn't, that
yeah,
that wasn't a term back
yeah.
then,
We
but basically it
was
was a
definitely
camping, just
yeah,
camping, like
like
just
waiting to
I
see
saw
somebody.
you, I saw you run by. You're like, what do you mean?
And then what
And then
makes
you turn around and just watch you on my screen. I'm like laughing, you know.
dude, those are good
Those are
times.
great times,
Jesus.
man.
Oh my gosh.
So before we end, we got about 5 minutes or so.
You got it.
Just circling back on how we both have been getting asked about people wanting to come onto the podcast
Yes.
already, right?
Yes.
And I know that's something we are hoping for, you know,
Yeah,
as we start to
absolutely.
grow.
Absolutely.
But the fact that we're already getting some people asking,
Yeah.
like, what do you think you would want to talk to them about? Like you would just have questions for? Like, how would you approach
Approach it?
bringing a friend or someone we know
Well, it just
onto the
it
pod?
depends who it is. So,
Yeah.
like we could talk about so many different things, right?
Yeah.
If it's somebody that we grew up with,
Yeah.
it would be easy because like, hey, like remember this time,
Sure.
remember that time, or like we could also do like the, you know, like what do you do for a living now? Like how'd you get to
Yeah.
this point? You know, what do you find special about what you do? How are you changing the world? Like all the good stuff, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And then just shoot the shit, you know.
Yeah.
It's somewhere right in the middle where you can just meet them there, you know.
I think once we agree that we're
Okay.
ready to do that,
Yeah.
I think Mike would be
You
a
wanna
good
be
first
first?
guest
Yeah, oh,
because I
yeah.
feel like,
He's a good introduction to
well,
it.
because him, like he was like my best friend
Yeah, yeah.
growing up,
Yeah.
and we went through, you know, adolescence and stuff together, and we
Yeah.
played sports together, and then now as adults, you guys had grown a good friendship.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like, there's two different versions
Yeah, for
that we would
sure.
hear. So I think Mike, my boy Mike Greenlee, would be an amazing first guest on our pod.
I would agree with that.
And then again, I know you've had a couple people ask you. Other than that, I've had a couple people ask me. I'm like, we're
Mhm.
not there yet, but it also excites me that people are wanting to be a part of what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I went to the mall yesterday.
Okay.
Now that I'm thinking about it, see, I'm like, okay, I did so much
You didn't
yesterday.
invite me.
I bought Sylvia a new iWatch.
Why didn't I get one?
Well, because she's been needing one for like 5 years. So it was a Mother's Day gift.
Apple Watch.
Apple Watch, my bad. She's been needing one for a while, so
Okay.
it was a Mother's Day gift. And
Yeah.
as I'm in the mall, I guess who runs into me?
Who?
Michael Rodriguez.
Wh-
And
What'd you
it was good
say
to see him. Like
Yeah.
I haven't really seen him in a couple of years.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously, mad love. Said what's up,
Yeah.
and he's like, I've been watching the pod, man. He's like, you know, how's it going? I was like, it's going well. We're getting some engagement. We're getting people liking our content. And he was like, yeah, man, it's been cool. He's like, I still got to watch a couple episodes.
Oh,
And then he said, he's like, you know, I've been waiting for you guys to talk about like the neighborhood and us and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, we actually did bring you up recently. And I'm like, how we were boxing this shit. He's like, yeah. And he's like, and you dropped me. And I was like, yeah, we actually talked about that. So just that small interaction with him.
Yeah.
I mean, one, it was great to see him.
Yeah, for sure.
But the fact that he is showing the love and showing the support,
Yeah,
right?
for
That's
sure.
what all this is about. Like,
Absolutely.
it's not about a huge audience. Like
Yeah.
we said this, like every little thing. If it's if it's one comment,
Yeah.
that's a win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
and the
sure.
fact that we do have people showing us love and liking our stuff, man,
Absolutely.
that is awesome feeling. And I thank them, and I got a lot of love for that. So I'm excited for where we're headed.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
again, every little thing is a win. How I'm taking it. So
That is true.
yeah, man,
It is a win.
It was
A
good to see
win
him.
is a win.
it was good to see him though.
For
So,
sure. I'm sure, man. I haven't seen him in. I think the last time I seen him, I was like in some UGG boots that were like zebra print and some shorts, and it was like 30 degrees outside.
Wow.
And he was
Okay.
just like, "What the fuck are you wearing?" I was like, "Man, close." It was
Close. He
like
said,
they were
this is
Shauna's
what
Uggs.
I'm feeling. This is what I'm
I
feeling.
was like, "Yeah." I was like, "These aren't mine. It's fine. I'm mad enough to know that."
I'm happy that you recognize.
Yeah. Somebody's got to.
You're growing. I'm proud of you, my
Growing,
boy.
you're
I'm
growing.
proud of you, my boy.
That was like peak dad mode, where I was like, I don't give a fuck at this point. Like I gotta go to the store. I don't want to throw on pants. I was like, it's cold, but it ain't that cold. And like, Shauna, where's your zebra so I can wear them to the blah?
Hey, listen,
I was trying to be comfy.
nobody's judging you, bro.
Even if they were, I wouldn't care. I
Facts.
was too dad mode. You ever see like the Goldbergs?
No.
You never seen the Goldbergs?
No.
Really? You would
Yeah.
like that show. It takes place in the 80s. Like, and it's we're ending on a silly note, but it's the guy's name I think is I don't say Mike Goldberg, but like it's about his family
Mm.
and like it's just like and it's got the kid from Dribbit Taylor, the fat kid, but he's like skinny in it because he's older.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's really funny, and I feel like if you watch it, you're like, damn, this show's actually really good.
I might have to give it a watch,
Yeah, you might
man.
have to because in an episode, there's his brother comes in. He reminds me of Uncle M because every time you know how
All
Uncle
right,
M,
it's over
you know
now.
how Uncle M always had like something like new to show us, but like he was like, "Can I borrow money?" that's his uncle in the show.
That's our mom's brother.
Yes. And in one of the episodes, he has a new DeLorean. Yeah, it fucking breaks it. I'm telling you, I guarantee you'd watch that show and laugh. But the dad in the show, I was like, damn, this is me. He comes home, drops his pants. He's very Al Bundy like.
Okay.
He drops his pants, sits on the couch. No matter what's going on, he's like, TV's mine now.
Well, I appreciate you not dropping your pants on the pod.
Hey, one day,
No,
no
no,
pants
no.
party.
Keep that.
No pants party.
Keep
back
that
in
away.
the day. Back in the day.
Well,
Well, I
any-
guess that.
Any final thoughts before we end?
Final thoughts.
End episode 7, Mother's Day.
Final thoughts. Yeah, if you're gonna drop your pants, go all the way. That's it. What about you? Final thoughts?
No, I can't even. No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. You can't top that.
I mean, really, you're not. You're dropping that.
You can't drop that.
Well, brother, it was nice chatting with
It
you.
was nice chatting with you.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, I'm getting fucking stiffed over here. Happy Mother's Day to you too.
Well, go ahead and close it out for us, man.
And that is a wrap.
We'll see you guys next week.
Good night, everybody.
We love you. God bless.